Histological organization of root and shoot systems. So histological organization on any part of the plant, that is nothing but the cellular organization in the tissues. Histological organization means where the apical meristems, here is rather than stations exist in the relation between cap and the tip. When we talk about the root structure, root and shoot, there are slight differences. So the apical meristem here is rather short, and considerable variations exist in the relation between cap and the tip. Root apices, the type depending on the mode of origin of a particular cap area, and the relations between the histogens and primary tissue regions of the root proper. So a relation in the cells is necessary for the development of the root apices. In the vascular cryptogams, the solitary cell occurs at the apex of the root, and here the development of the root starts. This is the common diagram for the shoot apex, where we find this shoot is developing. Apical meristem is of short, and it is well protected by the developing leaves, and it is continuously growing structure. We can find this is the apical meristem zone where the actual division of the cell is continuous, and this root cap structure is shown here. So this type of the basic cellular arrangement is found in the root and shoot of the plants. If we talk about the meristematic cell, actually these cells are nothing but the continuously dividing cells, and they can transform themselves into various types of the tissues. Actually, the cluster of the cells which remain in the continuous division state, we can say, and the meristematic tissues divide to form a new cell, which differentiate into give rise to a permanent tissue. Now, permanent tissues, we already studied that it may be the xylem, phloem, these cells are there, which forms a tissue. Now, this tissue formation, basically meristematic cells are nothing but the continuously dividing, very compact arranged cells, and from these cells, there is the modification into various type of the cellular organization tissues has been taken place. So basically meristematic tissue is to be considered as a continuously dividing cellular cluster. When meristematic cells are there, there were two basic groups are there where initials are occur at the apex of a root, any gymnosperm. Of the two, there are inner group forms, which is the pleurome, and the outer forms a peribleme on the cap. It is formed from the peribleme a bit away from the apex as a distal proliferation. Proliferation means the separation of cell. So this cells, proliferation of the cells, spreading of the cells has been taken place, and of root cap is the basic function of these distal proliferation of the cells. In angiosperms, there were three group initials, usually occurs at the root apex, and in dicotyledons there are three groups, where the terminal one forms the dermatogen and the cap. The median one, central one, forms the peribleme structure, and the innermost, which gives the pleurome. So this type of the cellular organization is taken place at the shoot and root apexes. Now here, particularly root apex, we can say the dermatogen have a common origin, and thus the cap may be considered as a specialized development of the epidermis. So whenever there is the root cap development is there, it is a specialized development of the epidermis. Why root cap is necessary? There is no shoot cap in the shoots, but root cap is always there, because the root has to penetrate themselves into the soil particles. So there should not be any direct damage to the cells, active zone of division. So it is get protected by these root cap tissues. In monocotyledons, we find the outermost group of initials produces the cap, and the medium one, dermatogen and perivene. Thus, the innermost forms a pleurome structure. Here you can find there is the pattern of division has been shown. Now, this pattern of division is varied from varied type of the roots, where everywhere the apical cell divides anticlinally as well as periclinally on the all sides of the tissue. Here the meristematic tissue, there is popular theory, that is it is a corpor cape theory, where more or less similar tunica corpus theory, just like the tunica corpus theory, here has been put the theory for the shoot apexes was in, and it is enunciated on the basis of the planes of division. Just we discussed about the anticlinal, periclinal divisions. So on the basis of the divisions of the planes, so it has been on the basis of that this theory has been put forward. There were two regions basically, that is the cape region and the corpor region. जसं tunica आणि corpus मध्ये tunica एक layer आहे and corpus चा एक layer आहे, तसं here we find the cape and corpor, and these cells divide in the pattern. Those are known as the T divisions. So T divisions means one is horizontal and another division is the vertical division, ज्याला आपण anticlinal division म्हणतो. Cape cells first divide horizontally and then derivatives divide at right angles, म्हणजे त्याला T फॉर्मेशन त्याच्यामध्ये होते. आधी हॉरिझॉन्टल डिव्हिजन सुरू झाले आणि त्याला राईट अँगल म्हणजे 90 अंशाचा कोन जेव्हा होतो, so that time we say it as a right angle. So that is the one derivative divide at the right angle to the plane of the first division, and because of that these two planes thus forming a T-like structure. So this T is inner region and corpor is inverted as the second division takes place on the upper daughter cells. So here you can find the root apical meristem, where these theories has been given. The first theory, that is the histogen theory, then corpor cape theory, and quiescent center concept. So these three concepts are popularly known here. And everywhere here you can clearly identify the various type of the layers at the shoot and root apexes. Here you can find the outermost layer is known as the dermatogen in both the cases. This is shoot apex and this is the root apex. So in both cases, there is the dermatogen is the outermost layer. Then second dividing zone is nothing but the peribleme, and the innermost zone in both the cases we known it as the pleurome. And surrounding tissues, that is the calyptrogen, is the additional zone in we find it in the root zone, or the root in between the initial cell division, actively dividing cells and the root cap. So here at the border level we find that it is the calyptrogen. Here just the same diagram. It is the root cap particularly, where we can easily through color differentiation we can identify. This dark blue itself indicates the root cap zone. The central one is the pleurome, which gives the pink type of tissues. The another one is the peribleme, which is given the yellow type of the tissues. And this is it is the protoderm, where we can say dermatogen and the calyptrogen. So this is again covering that and forms the dermatogen here. Likewise, here we can find the differentiation of cells also. Here you can find there is the cells are actively and compactly arranged. Though they are parenchymatous cells, but they are not having any type of the intercellular gaps in between that. So the cells are compactly arranged and they are always looking like a stretched cells. थोड्याशा ओढल्यासारख्या दिसतात. The reason is that it is the actively dividing cells. When we talk about the meristematic shoot, this is the terminal part of the shoot, and where the leaf primordia is the shoot apex, where primary organization of the shoot has been started. So this starting point, apical end, apical terminal part of the primordia, this apical meristem widens considerably, and before the initiation of that particular leaf, and again it becomes narrow after the appearance of the cell primordium, and thus exhibiting the rhythmic phenomena. म्हणजे it is a continuous process, and one by one they have been producing the different type of the cells. So it forms one rhythm. So it is called the rhythmic phenomena. The term plastocorn has been used for the period between the initiation of two successive leaves. त्याला एक विशिष्ट नाव दिलेलं आहे, त्याला म्हटलेलं आपण प्लास्टोकॉर्न, अँड दिस प्लास्टोकॉर्न इज द पिरियड बिटवीन द इनिशिएशन ऑफ टू सक्सेसिव्ह लीव्स. आता जसं लीफ प्रायमॉर्डी आपण म्हटलेलं आहे, वन इज लोअर अँड अनदर वन इज द older, younger and older. So older one, after initiation of the older one, then another primordia start developing the younger one. So gap between these two is called the plastocorn. The apical cell usually a primordial cell, and it is pyramidal in shape, and as it found in the Psilotail sequisetum. The leptosporangiated ferns, particularly in ferns we find this pyramidal type of the shell of this apical cell, and ferns divide to produce a new cell on the all sides, whereas the eusporangiated ferns, जे लेप्टोस्पोरंजिएटी आणि यूस्पोरंजिएटी मध्ये हा जो थोडासा डिफरन्स त्याच्यामध्ये आहे, प्रोसेसेस यूस्पोरंजिएटी फर्न्स प्रोसेसेस द 4 अपायकल इनिशियल्स. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये डिफरन्स आपल्याला काय लक्षात येतो, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द सेल्स. अपायकल सेल एक पिरामिडल सेल आहे, ज्याच्यापासून इथं लेप्टोस्पोरंजिएटी मध्ये नवीन सेल तयार होतात, वेअर ॲज इन यूस्पोरंजिएटी टाइप ऑफ द सेल्स there are 2 or 4 apical initials are there instead of one apical cell. It is also believed that the ferns have apical cells and are more advanced from the evolutionary point of view than those of the apical initials. And म्हणून ferns are considered to be the more advanced because they are having the, instead of only one apical meristem, in eusporangiaty we find the 4 apical initials are there, and because of that they are considered more advanced group of the plants. In gymnosperms, the cells of the surface of the apex divide both anticlinally and periclinally. इथं आपल्याला थोडंसं अजून क्लिअर होईल अँटीक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स आणि पेरिक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स म्हणजे काय. आता जेव्हा ह्या सेल्स अशा पद्धतीने डिवाइड होतात, ज्याला आपण म्हणू फ्रॉम पेरिफरी टू इनवर्ड, तर हे झालेत पेरिक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स. आणि जेव्हा तो सरळ खाली होतो किंवा सरळ आडवा होतो, सो ऍट दॅट टाइम वी कॅन से इट इज द anticlinal divisions. Anticlinal divisions are right angle divisions to the periclinal divisions. As a result, we find the initiating zone of entire apex known as the surface meristem, which is formed and gives rise to the epidermis to the other meristems. तर अशा पद्धतीने ते एकामेकाला प्रोटेक्ट करत जातात आणि मल्टिप्लाय होत जातात. ड्यू टू द पेरिक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स, द subsurface zone of the central mother cell develop in the cortex and the procambium and the leaf primordia. आता हे जे पेरिक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स आहेत, हे आपल्याला काय काय देणार आहेत, दे आर गिव्हिंग द सेंट्रल मदर सेल्स which develops the cortex and the procambium which develops the leaf primordia. तर अशा पद्धतीने हा सरफेस मेरिस्टेम इथं जो डेव्हलप होत आहे, इट इज ड्यू टू दी पेरिक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स. तर हे आपल्याला एक गोष्ट इथं लक्षात ठेवायची आहे. पेरिक्लायनल डिव्हिजन्स मुळे आपल्याला ह्या 2 सेल्स मिळत आहेत. वन इज द सरफेस मेरिस्टेम, ज्याला म्हणू आपण which gives the cortex zone, and another one, this zone which is known as the procambial zone. This cambium like transitional zone is also developed in this zone. The basal part of the subsurface region develops into a zone of rib meristem, and considering the vertical series of the cells dividing in all planes. Here you can find the division of the cells where in all planes they have been started in the divisions. So likewise the meristematic tissue ultimately started with one plane and gradually we find they can divide into the all the possible planes in the form of cell division. According to the internal arrangement, the theories has been raised. The corpus may be of two types. Here, the one usual angiospermic type where three main zones are there. A zone where we can say the central zone of mother cells representing the corpus initials. So this zone is known as the corpus zone where the all mother cells has been developed. Just below the apical portion of the tunica, हा जो अपायकल पोर्शन आहे त्याच्या खाली हा आपल्याला कॉर्पसचा झोन इथं डेव्हलप झालेला दिसतो. द सेकंड झोन इज द रिब मेरिस्टेम अँड थर्ड झोन इज द फ्लॅंक मेरिस्टेम. आता रिब मेरिस्टेम विच फॉर्मिंग द सबसिडियरी झोन्स, तर त्याला आपण रिब मेरिस्टेम्स म्हटलेलं आहे. अँड फ्लॅंक मेरिस्टेम्स विच आर growing gradually downwards. Now these are continuously dividing cells and which are appearing as a continuous of the central mother cells. याचंच कंटिन्युएशन मध्ये आपल्याला हे सगळे सेल्स इथं डेव्हलप होताना दिसतात. The another type is nothing but the Opuntia type, in which a cup-shaped cambium has been developed, and this cup-shaped cambium, it is just like the transitional zone between the mother cells and the other meristems which have been recognized. तर अशा पद्धतीने ओपनशियामध्ये हे मॉडिफिकेशन आपल्याला तयार झालेले असतं, वेअर कप शेप्ड कॅम्बियम हॅज बीन डेव्हलप्ड इन दिस टिश्यू. Basically, there were three theories has been put forth, that is apical theory, histogen theory, and the tunica corpus theory. So these theories of the shoot or root apical initials, it is expressed in the shoot apical meristems, and thus it is called the apical meristem theories. So apical theory, we can see here that it has been put forth by the Nageli, the name of the scientist, where Nageli in 1944 has given the first time this theory as and it is known as the apical cell theory. According to this theory, the apical meristem consists of a single apical cell only. Only one cell which has been started or developed to form another cell. It is also called the apical initial cell. And this cell is known as structured as the structural and functional unit of the apical meristem. Means only one cell has to develop or divide into the multiple cells. So this theory has been given by the Nageli, and he has given such type of the cellular organization where the apical cell divides in various planes and thus gives the tissue. So here in the both cellular structure as well as the diagrammatic structure, he has shown that there is only one cell which is the actively and remarkably separate cell, and this pyramidal conical cell can gives rise to the another cellular organizations in this theory. The cell is very large and it is shaped like the inverted pyramid. आता इथं जे स्ट्रक्चर आपण दाखवलेलं आहे ते उलट्या पिरामिड सारखं दिसतं आणि म्हणून ही सगळ्यात मोठी सेल आहे. इट इज ऍक्च्युअली ऑब्झर्वेबल अँड रिमार्केबली लार्ज सेल and it is conical in shape, which is look like the inverted pyramid. The apical cell is normally tetrahedral in shape and has 3 or 4 cutting faces, among which the single face is directed upwards and the rest points downwards. आता याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला थोडंसं लक्षात घ्यायची गोष्ट आहे की द अपायकल सेल इज टेट्राहेड्रल इन शेप, म्हणजे त्याच्या 4 बाजू आहेत असं नागेलीचं म्हणणं होतं. And these out of these 4, 3 has 4 cutting faces, and which single face is directed upwards and the rest points downwards. तर अशामध्ये फक्त त्या चौघांपैकी 3 जे आहेत ते खालच्या बाजूला डाउनवर्ड झालेले आहेत, रिव्हर्ट झालेले आहेत आणि एक जो पॉइंट आहे तो मात्र इथं अपवर्ड डायरेक्शननी आपल्याला त्याचं डिवाइड होताना दिसतं. सो दॅट इज नोन एज द अपायकल सेल. Here you can find the side of apical cell that is directed upwards and it is triangular or square in shape and forms the outer surface of the shoot apex. आता शूट अपेक्सचा जो बाहेरचा भाग आहे तो तयार करण्यासाठी म्हणजे हा कोनिकल त्याचा शेप इथं जो आपल्याला मिळणार आहे आउटर फेस ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर शूट, तर हे तयार होण्यासाठी जो एक पॉइंट आहे जो वरच्या बाजूला डेव्हलप होतो, आउट ऑफ 4 3 खालच्या बाजूला ग्रो होतात आणि एक वरच्या अपवर्ड डायरेक्शननी ग्रो होतो. तर वरच्या बाजूने जो ग्रो होणार आहे तो पॉइंट आपल्याला इथं महत्वाचा आहे की जो तुम्हाला शूट अपेक्सचा आउटर फेस आपल्याला तो देणार आहे. So this is concept of the Nageli, where the apical cell is the single cell, apical initial cell. It is triangular in shape and it is looking like the inverted pyramid and which has the 4 faces, out of which 3 faces are dividing downwards, means the reverse condition, and one is giving the shoot, that is the uppermost structure which gives the actual shape to the shoot which is appearing to us. Here you can find a single cell which is comprising an apical meristem is present in the vascular cryptogams. म्हणजे vascular cryptogams where the vessels are being developed. तर अशा वेसल ज्याच्यामध्ये डेव्हलप झालेले आहेत, तर अशा पूर्ण प्लांट किंगडम मध्ये आपल्याला सिंगल अपायकल सेल हे तिथे डेव्हलप होताना दिसते and which is the meristem meristematic tissue which is present there. After the discovery of the solitary apical cell in the vascular cryptogams, it was supposed that the apical meristem might exist in higher plants as well. म्हणजे आता इथं आपण डिस्कशन केलेलं होतं की लोअर क्रिप्टोगॅम्स, व्हॅस्क्युलर क्रिप्टोगॅम्स म्हणजे हा जो ग्रुप आहे हा प्रामुख्याने कुठला टेरिडोफाइट्स आणि जिम्नोस्पर्म्स. पण नंतर असं लक्षात आलं की it was supposed that the apical meristem might exist in the higher plants also. म्हणजे जिम्नोस्पर्म आणि अँजिओस्पर्म मध्ये सुद्धा अशा पद्धतीचा अपायकल इनिशियल असू शकतो असा त्याच्यानंतर एक अंदाज बांधला गेला. In higher plants, the apical cell theory was replaced by the concept that the different parts of the plant body have independent origin. आता only one cell gives rise to a particular complete plant body. This was again called as the totipotency of the cell. पण हे करत असताना इथं काय लक्षात आलेलं हायर प्लांट्स मध्ये एव्हरी पार्ट हॅज बीन ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम द डिफरंट लोकेशन आणि म्हणून डिफरंट पार्ट पासून ते तयार होत असल्यामुळे नॅचरली द बॉडी हॅव द इंडिपेंडंट ओरिजिन. सो द अपायकल सेल theory was it is subsided by the हिस्टोजेन theory. कारण पुन्हा हिस्टोजन म्हणजे पुन्हा सेल्युलर ऑर्गनायझेशन आलं. अपायकल सेल ही एकच सेल होती आणि एका सेल पासून सगळे स्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलप होतं असा कन्सेप्ट त्यांनी दिलेला होता. बट ग्रॅज्युअली इन हायर प्लांट्स इन अँजिओस्पर्म अँड जिम्नोस्पर्म्स वी नोटिस दॅट there are the different parts originated from the different locations or the different cellular centers. So likewise, this one cell theory, apical cell theory, was later superseded by the हिस्टोजेन theory. म्हणून नंतर मग अस्तित्वात आली ती काय हिस्टोजेन theory अस्तित्वात आली. हिस्टोजेन theory was given by the Hanstein in 1868. He put forward this theory named as a histogen, means the tissue builder. Histogen means that histology is nothing but the study of tissues. So likewise, this histogen which gives rise to the tissue or it is the builder of tissue. So this theory, histogen, genesis means the origin of the development. So histological development of the histological tissue builder is known as the histogen theory. Now, according to this theory, the tissues of the plant body originated from the mass of the meristem, where following 3 histogens can be distinguished. आता हे जे 3 पार्ट जे आहेत ते कुठले आहेत? डर्मॅटोजेन, पेरिब्लेम आणि प्लुरोम. या 3 पासून बाकी सगळ्यांची डेव्हलपमेंट होणार आहे. अशा पद्धतीची मांडणी ही कोणी केलेली आहे? हॅन्स्टेननी केलेली आहे. तर इथं आपण ते स्ट्रक्चर इथं बघू शकतो. हिस्टोजन थेअरीमध्ये प्रामुख्याने जसं रूट कॅप ही डायग्राम आपण तशी बघितलेली आहे, बट स्टील वन्स वी कॅन यूज दिस डायग्राम फॉर द टिश्यू ऑर्गनायझेशन. आता इथं प्रत्येक झोन जो वेगळा दाखवलेला आहे, दिस इटसेल्फ इंडिकेट्स दॅट द सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ द tissues, similar type of the cells are dividing likewise. So because of this, we find there is the different layers has been developed. रूट कॅपच्या सेल ज्या आहेत त्या प्लुरोम सारख्या असणार नाहीत. प्लुरोमच्या सेल्स ह्या ग्राउंड टिश्यू सारख्या असणार नाहीत किंवा ग्राउंड टिश्यूच्या सेल्स ह्या प्रोटोडर्म किंवा डर्मॅटोजेन सारख्या असणार नाहीत. सो दिस कंडिशन, एव्हरी ग्रुप ऑफ सेल इज परफॉर्मिंग ऑर डिव्हायडिंग बाय देअर ओन पॅटर्न. आणि म्हणून त्याला अशा पद्धतीने आपण त्याचं नाव दिलेलं आहे. हिस्टोजेन थेअरीमध्ये मग हे 3 लेयर्स डेव्हलप झाले. फर्स्ट वन इज द डर्मॅटोजेन. इन ग्रीक इट इज द स्किन. डर्मा मीन्स स्किन, म्हणून आपण आपले जे त्वचा रोग तज्ञ असतात त्यांना आपण डर्मॅटोलॉजिस्ट म्हणतो. ठीक आहे. सो इट इज द स्किन. इट इज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स द आउटर मोस्ट लेयर and this layer is of the meristem. It gives rise to the epidermises of the root and the stem. So outermost layer naturally gives rise to the epidermis of root and stem. Then second one is the periblem. So here you can observe that this is the dermatogen which is giving the outermost covering of this shoot apex. Then second layer is the periblem. In periblem we find it is just like the clothing. So this region occurs internal to the dermatogen. Just we normally, when we study anatomy, we find below the epidermis there is hypodermis, which is performing most of the time performing the function of the protection, the second layer. So here also this second layer is of a periblem, and this region it's developed from the occurs internal to the dermatogen, but the peripheral to the प्लुरोम. कारण त्याच्या खालचा जो लेअर आहे तर त्याचा पेरिफेरीला तो लेअर आपल्याला इथं डेव्हलप झालेला दिसतो. सो इट इज डेस्टिन्ड टू फॉर्म अ कॉर्टेक्स ऑफ द रूट अँड शूट द इनर टिश्यूज ऑफ द लिव्स अँड द सराउंड्स प्लुरोम. म्हणजे प्लुरोमच्या बाजूला हा सराउंडेड असतो आणि पर्टिक्युलरली हा जो पेरिब्लेम आहे तर त्याच्यापासून कुठले टिश्यू डेव्हलप होणार आहे? देअर इज फॉर्म अ कॉर्टेक्स ऑफ रूट अँड शूट. आता कॉर्टेक्स झोनचं फंक्शनिंग तुम्हाला माहित आहे. कॉर्टेक्स झोन इज नॉर्मली storages the various type of the food material or the chemical compounds in that. So it is again the peristematic, it is a parenchymatous zone, and mainly in most of the cases it is the storage zone of any plant. So that is the important zone for that. Then third one is the pleurum. In Greek it means that this fields, FIFF, fields means it, ज्याला आपण सेंट्रल पीथ म्हणतो, तर हा मधला जो पोर्शन आहे तो जागा भरण्यासाठी जो वापर केला जातो त्याला आपण म्हणतो fields. So it is the pleurum. This region gives rise to the vascular cylinder of the stem and root including the pith. It is the central core of the stem most of the time, stem and root, and cells comprising to this zone are very irregular. This has been shown. That is outermost dermatogen, second one is the periblem, and third one is the pleurum. So these are nothing but the histogen zones. This region is developed by the variable number of the mantle-like layers and represented by the dermatogen and periblem. According to Hanstein, dermatogen, periblem, and pleurum arises from the independent initials of the apical. हा इथला जो कन्सेप्ट आहे हा इथं आपल्यासाठी महत्वाचा आहे. एव्हरी लेअर हॅज बीन डेव्हलप फ्रॉम द डिफरंट इनिशियल्स. अपायकल मेरिस्टेम मध्ये कसं होतं? अपायकल मेरिस्टेम किंवा अपायकल थेअरीमध्ये आपण काय म्हटलेलं होतं? it is only one cell which gives rise to the all type of the cells. But here we observe that all the layers are developed from the three different cellular origins. Okay? Later, after investigations, the dermatogen, peribulum and pleurum have no universal application. म्हणजे तीनही लेअर डेव्हलप झालेत पण त्याचं प्रॅक्टिकल युटिलायझेशन प्लांटसाठी फारसं काही नाही. इन जिम्नोस्पर्म्स अँड अँजिओस्पर्म्स देअर एक्झिस्ट नो क्लिअर डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन पेरिब्लियम अँड प्ल्युरोम. म्हणजे इथं जरी आपण दाखवताना त्याचे वेगळे रंग दाखवलेत आपण प्ल्युरोमचे आणि पेरिब्लियमचे, पण इथं जरी दाखवलेले असतील ते त्याचं डिफरंट सेपरेशन आपल्याला मात्र कुठे डिस्टिंक्शन त्याच्यामध्ये दिसत नाही. जसं झायलेम आणि फ्लोएम मध्ये बघतो की आपण क्लिअर कट सेल्युलर डिफरन्सिएशन आहे, तसं सेल्युलर डिफरन्सिएशन इथे आपल्याला ते दिसत नाही. द रिस्पेक्टिव्ह रोल्स ऑफ दीज थ्री हिस्टोजन्स कॅनॉट बी डेमॉन्स्ट्रेटेड. म्हणजे आपण लेअर तर डेमॉन्स्ट्रेट केले, त्याची ओरिजिन तीन पासून वेगळी आहे असंही म्हटलं, पण त्याचा प्रत्यक्षात रोल काय आहे डेव्हलपमेंट इन द शूट डेव्हलपमेंट, it is not clear cut mentioned or it is not observed, and because of that the histogen theory is also get dropped later on. Though histogen theory is rejected, it is still regarded as a classic theory due to the fact that Hanstein regarded shoot and root apexes as a composite unit consisting of different group of histogens, different group of cells. तीन वेगळ्या पद्धतीचे सेल्स त्याच्यामध्ये आहेत. तर हा मल्टिपल इनिशियल सेलचा जो कन्सेप्ट आला तो आइन्स्टाईनने आपल्याला दिलेला आहे. अँड बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट दिस थेअरी इज कन्सिडर्ड ॲज अ क्लासिक थेअरी बिकॉज ऑफ द सेल्युलर डिफरन्सिएशन. Then comes the tunica corpus theory.